So do you want to know one scientifically proven technique that's going to increase the flexibility for higher kicks and for the splits? Stay tuned because we're going to go over that right now. Alright, so in this video, we're going to go over the flexibility technique called SMR, Self-Myofascial Release. You're going to know what it is, why it works, how it works, and as a bonus, I'm going to tell you when to use it to maximize your flexibility training. Because when you order your exercises, how you order your exercises is one important variable that's going to affect the outcome of your training. So basically, what self-myofascial release is using an external object like a barbell, a dumbbell, a lacrosse ball, or maybe even a foam roller. You use that external object to hit tender points in your muscle that are restricting your range of motion. So what you would do is you roll the external object on that muscle until you find a very tender spot in the muscle or the tendon. And then when you find that tender spot, you will hold it for a while. So after you've held it for a while, that is supposed to release some of the tension in your muscle that is restricting your range of motion from getting your leg higher for kicks or lower for splits. Alright, so some people want to know why what they're doing actually works. They just don't want to do it. So one of the reasons why it works is because it decreases sympathetic tone. So in the central nervous system, in our nervous system, we have two branches, all right? We have the sympathetic nervous system and we have the parasympathetic nervous system. Now, both of those nervous systems are part of the autonomic nervous system. Now, when we are tense, when we are stressed, when we're taking a test, or maybe we're taking a hard sparring class or a hard traditional class, or we're doing a breaking demonstration and we have a lot of people looking at us, we may get nervous, or maybe we're not even nervous. Maybe we're just very excited because we're about to kill it and show everybody what we could do. The sympathetic nervous system comes into overdrive, and that's a good thing. We want that sympathetic nervous system to be in overdrive sometimes. However, if it is in overdrive all the time, then we can't sleep properly. We get agitated, we get ill more quickly and more often. So what do we want to do? We want to bring balance by increasing parasympathetic nervous system activity and bringing down sympathetic nervous system activity. One way we do that is with the ball, with foam rolling, with lacrosse ball myofascial release, or tennis ball myofascial release. Now, with these release mechanisms, we allow deep breathing to occur, diaphragmatic breathing. You ever heard breathe from here and not from here? That's deep diaphragmatic breathing. That increases parasympathetic nervous system activity while decreasing sympathetic nervous system activity. Deep breathing, vasodilation will also occur from using the SMR technique. What vasodilation is, the blood vessels, they widen, allowing more oxygenated blood to flow through the muscles. Now, when that happens, viscosity occurs. Now, with viscosity just means fluid motion that allows more motion in the joint and allows more motion in the muscles. And all of those things can be achieved with one technique. Not to mention, because it decreases the muscle tension, now we can kick higher, and now we can also split lower without feeling as much resistance with our efforts. Now, another way why it works, and this is a point of contention in the scientific community, is autogenic inhibition. Now, all that means is that your muscle feels tension, and because your muscle feels tension, it relaxes, okay? So we have something in our body called the GTO, the Golgi tendon organ. When the GTO is activated, it allows the muscles to relax. Now, it's said that the SMR technique activates the GTO, and because that GTO is sensitive to tension and rate of tension change, it will make the muscle that is attached to relax. And that is also another way why SMR works. All right, so like I told you guys in the beginning, when to do it is probably just as important or more important than just doing it. All right, if you do it in the wrong time, you're not going to really be able to maximize the benefits of self-myofascial release. So the times when you want to do it, 2, on active recovery days after a hard stretching session, jumping, or whenever you feel tight, or before a progressive flexibility session. So you're going to do a session of flexibility that's going to allow you to increase the extensibility of your hamstrings, increase the extensibility of your adductors, or maybe a different part of your body. So you do this right before that, and then you go into your static stretches or whatever other stretches that you use, and then you should be able to see immediately, almost immediately, a difference in how you feel when you are doing the static stretches or any other stretches that you do. All right? So tell me in the comments down below if you are going to use this technique, and if you have used this technique, let me and everybody else know the differences you felt and how big or small of a difference you have felt. If you guys want more flexibility tips or tips on how to jump higher and lose fat, that's what this channel is all about. I would encourage you guys to subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notifications after you have subscribed, so you are alerted every time I make a new video, so you don't get to miss any of the free advice that I'm giving you guys, all right? Any of these tips that you guys implement, you'll be able to see the results within days, weeks, and months. If you're interested in a program that's gonna show you step-by-step, in-depth details of special techniques like this and others that's going to increase your kicking height and increase your flexibility for the splits without a warm-up, I would encourage you to check out the 3-month program that I made for people like you and me who want to kick high and who want to split low but do it without a warm-up, who want to increase their confidence levels in their sparring, in their katas, in their forms, in order for us to finally reach our full potential. Okay, so that's it, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. See you soon.